Hop to, Dawson. This morning is perfect for the exhibit. The exhibit? Yes, the one we've been waiting for. Oh, right. The exhibit. When I opened my eyes this morning, still weary from the night, I thought this is the perfect time to visit the exhibit. The visiting exhibit of Far Eastern treasures at the museum, Dawson. Have you forgotten already? I said I hoped to take it in during this visit. When I opened my eyes the next morning, still weary from the night, I sat up and rubbed my eyes with both paws.
All right, Basil.
I was surprised he wasn't eager to start on the library mystery, but I was too tired to ask why. When we entered the exhibit hall a short while later, I felt more awake at once. The Far Eastern treasures were spectacular. Porcelain vases and silk tapestry. Are you absolutely sure it's a living mouse? I countered. What if there really is a ghost? The occurrences match with what I've read of hauntings. The cold breezes, the minor damage, unearthly sounds and sights. I expected him to object, as usual, to my implication that the ghost might be real. Instead, he merely looked the case, Basil. Clearly there's a living mouse or mice behind the shenanigans at the library. But what is the motive? Dawson, please do not waste my time with that nonsense. There's always a logical explanation for mysterious happenings. The spooky sounds could easily be made by a little paws couldn't manage. Nowhere the minor damage and unearthly sounds and sights. Are you sure? But Basil was no longer listening. He stared at a display of glazed bowls, though he hardly seemed to see them. Are you sure? That bookcase looked quite heavy. And the cold spots. Really, Basil, who would bother when this lies right beneath their whiskers? I swept an arm around to indicate the museum exhibit. Nowhere the minor damage and unearthly sounds and sights. Are you sure? Basil shrugged. The library, on the other paw, is open night and day, and often quite deserted in the wee hours. Nowhere the minor damage and unearthly sounds and sights.
We continued to discuss the case as we wandered through the rest of the exhibit.
Finally, having satisfied our taste for Eastern treasures, we left the museum.
Working hard, I see, eh, lad?
Yes. I went home shortly after I saw you last and resumed duty again just now. I'm glad for as many hours as possible, Dr. Dawson.
Good to hear, lad. May I see that, please?
Of course, Basil. I've been wondering if there's any progress in recapturing Radigan. Not yet, I'm afraid, old chum. The police in London are stumped. Begging your pardon, sirs. Some of the other museum employees were talking about Professor Ratigan when I arrived this morning. The rumor is that he has already left London bound for Amsterdam. One of the fellows has a cousin who saw him at the Channel crossing.
Thank you, Alfie. Really? That's good news, eh, Basil?
Not for the mice of Amsterdam. But I suppose it does give me enough time to solve our little Ratcliffe mystery before I set off to Amsterdam to track him down.